Hello Guardians, and anybody else who's not a Guardian on my YouTube. Today we're going to be kind of going over, we're going to review these mouses a little bit, kind of compare them, see what's up. Everybody's asking me on my Twitch what I think about the Model O, so let's go ahead and make the video. So we got the Ninja Air 58 right here, and the glorious Model O, and we're going to compare the two and see which one's a better mouse. So let's get started. First off, let's get one of the big things out the way. This mouse is discontinued, and you can't get it anymore unless you're willing to buy it third party from like eBay or Amazon. And man, you're gonna probably spend a minimum of $140 US for this mouse. This mouse is still being produced, as far as I know. I think they ran out, but I think they're gonna make more. So it's still being produced, and this one only costs $50 to $60. I think this was 90 new, but yeah. So this is 50 to 60. So that is a huge deal right there. That you can't get this mouse anymore without spending so much more money than you can just get this. This one does have more color options, which is nice. Matte white and black, and glossy white and black, right? And honestly, those colors are probably a little better because like blue and red, like they don't really go with anything unless you have that scheme. And Mia, my girlfriend, she has like a purple, black, and orange, and I have like a green. No, she has purple, black, and yellow. I have a green, orange, and gold and stuff, as you can kind of see. You can probably see that the Model O is a bit thinner. Lengthwise, I think they're about the same, but the Model O is a bit thinner. So I do like the Air 58's a tad wider, because I would like a bit more of a wider grip. Like I guess you can say I palm the shit out of my mouse, and then so I like a bit more of the wider of the grip. Just more comfortable for me. Slightly different mouse button shape, but not a big deal. Okay, so back on the Air 58, let's go over quality. You can probably kind of see a little bit, but the Air 58s have a bad problem with discoloring. Right here, you can kind of see it. I already have some discoloration right there. I can see some discoloration on Mia's. So these have a bad problem with discoloration, which is no bueno. These probably won't, but I mean, I don't know. You can probably clean it pretty easy. DPI wise, they're the same. 400, 800, 1200, and then I think 1800 or something, or 16. As you can see, the DPI button's a little smaller on the Glorious, which is, you know, I'd say it's a plus because you're not going to really hit it, but I've never hit my DPI button on this Air 58, so it was never an issue for me. Holes on the Air 58 are bigger, and people have said they like that because, you know, they don't want to feel the holes, I guess, but when I hold this mouse, I can't feel the holes in my hand. If anything, I feel them on my thumb right here, but I don't even notice it, especially when you're gaming. Like, you're not thinking about that, and you don't feel it. So there's the holes. Weight-wise, this is 57 grams. This is 67 grams. You barely notice it. Like if I were to switch hands and all that, like maybe I can feel it and guess it, which mouse is which, based off the weight. But it is not noticeable. It is basically a negligible amount. And if anything, it's not worth spending almost double the price for 10 grams. Unfortunately, I don't have a stock Air 58. I have different mouse feet, and we'll go over these in a little bit, but I could tell you the mouse feet on these, when they come, are garbage. Sometimes they don't even come on like correct, like they're not even fully aligned with these grooves. They have very straight edges. They're not radiused or beveled. I think beveled is the right term. They're not beveled, so you can actually feel it catching your mouse pad sometimes. Whereas this mouse come with they're supposedly called G skates, and they're not too crazy. You know what? They're gonna be better than stock mouse feet. I'll tell you that. But I have a couple mouses right here. This is my stream mouse. This is my old mouse. I have hyperglides on this. Granted, this mouse on the right's a little heavier, so it's gonna be less noise, but they feel almost the same. So they feel almost the same as hyperglides, which is definitely a good thing. Because you're gonna get hyperglides right out the box, not have to go buy aftermarket stuff for it, and that's a good thing. So, stock mouse feet versus Ninja Air 58. This is 100% better. Now, cord. Okay, this has their own cord called Ascended cord. I have a paracord in here, but I have some of the old cords lying around. Okay, now I can tell you right now, they basically feel the same. They feel the same flexibility. It's a good cord, okay? If it's gonna be right in the middle, so you're gonna have like a stock cord, rubber braided. You're gonna have these cords right here, and then you're gonna have paracord. Paracord's still the best. The reason that is because I think with these cords from the factory, they have to have some kind of metal shielding in front of them. So that's why they're not completely as flexible as paracord. And that's nice because, I mean, paracord, yeah, it's a little fun upgrade, $15 or so, but, you know, not everybody wants to, you know, open up their mouse, and then you might mess up your mouse feet. Most of the time, you're probably going to mess up your mouse feet, but, I mean, it's super simple to do. I have an open thing right here, so once you open the Air 58, there's 2 screws and it pulls apart, but it's easy to change. But like I said, not everybody wants to do that, so it's nice that they already have nice mouse cords. Another problem with these, I haven't had that problem yet, but I have bought some mouses that are broken because I fixed them. This is where I'll switch to the other camera. Another issue with these mouses is that the scroll wheel will break. And see how I'm spinning the scroll wheel and this little black piece is spinning? There's like a nipple that goes inside there, and it's pretty small, and that's where it breaks, and that's how your scroll wheel stops working. So, and then like look at that, you can spin this without even spinning the scroll wheel. Not a huge deal. You're not gonna probably do that in game, but so that's where it breaks, and nobody wants that. Nobody wants their stuff to break. I mean, for me, I can fix it. If anything, if it breaks again, I'll just machine, or not machine. Well, I can get it machined. I'll get a small metal rod and cut it to shape, and then Dremel it down and shove it in that hole, and I won't ever have an issue. So that's not a huge deal for me, but like it just shouldn't happen. You know, you should be able to buy a mouse and not have to worry about it breaking or fixing it. You know, they should come from the factory without any issues. Now, another thing, of course. This has RGB. It's kind of hard to see because, you know, it's kind of bright, my camera, but as you can see, it has RGB, which is nice to have the option. Not a lot of people like RGB, but it's nice to have the option, right? This has software. This has software that you can download, and you can mess with your settings in there. And your lighting, your polling rate. This has no software. You can't do anything with this. This from the factory is 500 hertz polling rate, and like, isn't it like a standard to have 1,000 hertz polling rate? This is, you can change this to 1,000 or 500. I haven't dug into the software, but I'm pretty sure that you can put this to 1,000 hertz. But this is only 500 hertz. Now you can download software, which I did. It's like DM1 Dream something, and I put my final mouse at 1,000 hertz, but most people aren't going to do that. Most people don't know about that, so they're not going to do it, so they're going to be at 500 hertz, which is, you know, it's not a big deal. That's a whole different argument, but it's just another thing. I personally prefer software. I don't like keyboard. Like, I like this keyboard, but like, I wish I had software and I didn't have to like do function key and press this and press that to get the color to change. It's just much easier for software. Now, scroll wheel wise, Air 58, it's good. Got a cute little Japanese haiku on it. Again, they have tendency to break. I guess I haven't broken mine yet. decent little steps. Glorious Air 58 steps feel much better. Glorious 58 scroll wheel feels much better. But I can tell you that the Glorious scroll wheel feels better. It's a little higher, sticks out a little higher. So it's more, I guess, ergonomic. I mean, just barely more ergonomic. But the indentions feel a lot better. Side buttons. Glorious is a little smaller. Probably not a big deal once you get used to it, but I do like the bigger buttons on the Air 58. But that's like a very minor thing. Like, this is already mouse. Most of the time has been better than this. We can try and go over this, okay? Now, let me do one with the Air 58. And granted, I have more practice with the Air 58, so I'm gonna do better. My highest score on here is like 70,000. And that took me a while to get. It is not easy. Right now, I'm just trying to be accurate. $65,000 with this mouse. I mean, like, this is not gonna. This is in no way a test saying one is better than the other. For one, I'm like more used to my Air 58. My Air 58 is paracorded with different mouse feet, with really nice mouse feet. Although I can tell you right now, I do like the click on my Air 58 a bit better. The mouse click. This click on this Model O feels like I have to press down a little more than I'm used to. $60.5. So this is a pretty. I'm not gonna be able to get 65 again. Like, this is pretty. Like I said, the 70,000 I hit took a while to hit. I was in here for a while practicing, and this is in no way, like I said, gonna determine one mouse is better than the other. $52. Okay, so that's good enough. So performance-wise, these two mouses are gonna perform very, very similar.
I mean, it's a mouse, right? A mouse is gonna do what a mouse is gonna do. It just comes down to shape, preference, and buttons and stuff that you like. Size and weight.
Now, which mouse is better comes down to basically price and availability and features. And so far, that is definitely going to this one. Cheaper price, available, better stock feet, RGB option, some for people, and I know some people are not on that. This one, 10 grams lighter. So this is the loadout I'm going to be running in this Rumble match. Doing marchers and shotgun, hand cannon stuff. Last word, read, told, tell. Grenade launcher, but I try to avoid using heavy. That's if this Rumble match will ever start. First game of the day. And like that's all I'm gonna do because I'm just doing this for review. Y'all have seen how I played at the Air 58. Just go look at any other video. So that was my first game with this mouse, and I could tell you that the way I hold it, my finger hangs off this a little more. I'm right on the edge for me. And it's very similar with this one too, but I'm not quite off the edge. I'm a little more on with how I hold this one. Not a big deal. My mouse click feels better in my Air 58 though. Like, there's almost a little bit of play. There's a little bit of play in this one. So the mouse click feels a little more mushy or something. So I'm gonna just kind of fap this around right here. I don't know if you can hear that, but there's like there's play in the left click. That's the click. Now I'm gonna take this out of my mouse bungee. I'm doing the same thing. I'm kind of fapping the left click. No play. So my Air 58 does feel better in that aspect. You know what? This might just be a dud. I don't know if they're all like this, but I don't really like that much. That there's a little bit of play. Again, not a huge deal. Like, I'm just used to this mouse, so not a huge deal. Biggest thing for me, if I didn't already have this mouse, I would definitely use this mouse, okay? Reason why, it's just cheaper. And, you know, RGB is pretty cool. But I already had the Air 58, and I'm used to it. I already have it. I might as well use it. Like I said, I was going to go over these mouse feet a while ago. These are like the ceramic mouse feet, the Lexip ceramic mouse feet, and these mouse feet are absolutely amazing. They are way slicker than any Hyperglide. Like I said, I have Hyperglides on these and this one, and then you have these, and if you run this around, you're not gonna be able to hear it, I'm sure, but there's scratchiness. This one, no scratchiness at all. I'm pushing down hard to try and get some noise. You might have heard my thumb run across the mouse pad. But there's no scratch, and then you're not gonna want to push hard down on the mouse anyway. You want to be like smooth with it, like water. But these mouse feet are absolutely amazing. So compared to the two, people ask me all the time, like, which one do you like better? I like mine better because I already have it. But just because I like it better doesn't mean it is better. This one is the better choice. Cheaper, more available, better mouse feet. There's software for RGB lights and your control polling rate, you know, 1000 hertz, 500 hertz. And then during playing that game, this scroll wheel feels 100% better than this one. The scroll wheel is okay, but I like the scroll wheel. Like, I love how deep these indentions are, and that you can like just feel your finger inside the indention when you scroll. The scroll wheel feels much better, and I don't know, maybe it won't break. The mouse is new, so, but I haven't broke this one either. But so if you have the option, I would go with this mouse. This is almost just like, I have an Air 58. Screw you, glorious copycats. But that's my opinion, and that's my viewpoints on these mouses. Practically perform the same, but this is, you know, better for your money, for your value. So that's my view. And check this out, guys. I've got 4 of them. This one right here. These 3 are still packaged, and I'm doing a giveaway. This is for my Twitch. So if you are subscribed to my Twitch, it is this Saturday. So it's today, I think today's Thursday. And today's Thursday, the 30th. So in 2 days, I will be doing the giveaway on my Twitch. Catch is, you just have to be subscribed to my Twitch channel. That's gifted, prime, or paid, and you have to be in stream. So 6 p.m. Central and 11 p.m. Central. Gonna be giving 2 of these away. Maybe we'll do 3, but 2 of these away, and then I'll have 2 others for whatever. Like I said, you just have to be subscribed to the channel, prime, gifted, or paid, and be present during the giveaway. And this is June 1st, 2019. 2 days from this video post, if I post this today, which I think I will. So that's that. I hope you kind of got a little bit of insight, or I answered your question, which mouse I like better. Those for my viewers who watch me and ask me about it. I'm not much of a mouse reviewer, so I didn't go crazy on, like, you know, oh, which sensor they have. I think they had the both same sensor, 3366 or something. But I mean, like, they feel fine to me. I didn't like measure anything, but like I said, I'm not a big mouse reviewer and stuff. I post gameplay, but some people wanted to see it, and people ask my opinion all the time in streams, so that's that. Now, occasionally I do some reviews, but mainly I post, you know, gameplay on my Twitch. If you not Twitch, my YouTube. If you like what you see, I appreciate it if you would subscribe to the channel. I am about 500 subs away from 30K, and that would be a very nice milestone to hit. And I'd appreciate it a lot. And maybe I can find a way to do a giveaway on YouTube. I don't even know how to do a giveaway on YouTube. Okay, I'm just gonna start ranting, so I will. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Okay, Guardians, I'm back with another Rumble match because when I put the video inside Vegas to edit it, I saw that I didn't have audio from my game, so I never had to set up the audio. So I'm going back to do another game. So this is the second game with the Model O. And man, this scroll wheel just feels so much better. Nice melee. That melee would connected like I was supposed to, I would have won that fight. This needs to be my bungee. Eight shots later. Dang, that was a nice shotgun blast. Three tap.
You're in first place.
Pop out first.
Two for one.
I think this guy's gonna come first.
Your strength is an inspiration to us all, Titan.
This guy thinks I was gonna be hurt, so he's gonna be aggressive, or at least he's gonna push up a little bit, which he did. Not afraid of no smoke.
Five minutes remaining. Two for one.
Oh, he got the kill, okay. I could slam and just end it, but that's not any fun.
Nice shots, Arrow.
You've taken everything. First place goes to you. Double down.
Alright, so that's second game with it. I'll probably cut back to what I said at the end of the first game, but I really like the scroll wheel on this mouse a lot more than the Air 58. I think this mouse is a bit smaller for me. My finger kind of hangs off of it, and I'm very at the very edge. Left click has some play in it. I don't know if that's just this specific mouse or what, but this feels a bit more. The click feels a bit more mushy, which kind of sucks. But like I said, that might just be. I have 3 more that I could, if I wanted to open and see, but I'm not going to.